Welcome to Collage of Health. Thanks for coming back. If you've been here before and if you're here for the first time, thanks for joining us. Just gonna adjust my computer. So without further ado, the Akashic report for September 10th, 2024. You are on a catwalk to the new. Catastrophic changes are occurring, have been, and will occur, but the truth will be found in the hearts of many. Pleasure and pain are two sides of the same coin. Ride the wave of change, and you cannot go wrong. I see a grave and then catacombs. Metaphorical deaths are needed to be catapulted to the future selves. Wait for the call of the soul to move forward and then foul it. Expansive horizons will be had. I asked who my guide is, and Jesus came through. Foul the way. It is illuminated, foul it. I was sitting on the top of the pyramids in Egypt, and I saw all this opulence below. It matters not what you have. Plotting against humanity came through, taken up to this dark spaceship where there were kind of shadow ET beings or beings. I didn't really see them except for this female who seemed kind of, it was like a woman who had masculine energy. I went into the control panel and I was told that the date, a significant date, was March 1st through March 6th of 2026. And I also saw like a thin man there who had a suit that was too big for him, and he was kind of gray. He had gray hair. And he was a scientist. He was negative. And then the word silver bullet came through. I wanted to leave the spaceship, but I felt like I was kind of stuck there. My consciousness wanted to get out of there, but it was like I was being held there. And I went into another room and there were all these insects, like ants and other types of insects in this other room. And it was told to me that it was part of the dark web, these insects. And then I finally, I felt like it was either Draco or Orion. I think it was like Orion, that Orion belt. And then I went out a window through the Orion belt. There's kind of like a gate in the Orion belt. I forgot what it's called. Um, I did a whole galactic astrology program and I should really know or remember it. But anyway, I felt like I went through this, it's like that belt to heaven. And it was kind of told to me that I was going through the Orion belt to get out of where I was. And let's see. Peace will be had in the final days. Find joy. Don't worry. Then I went up to this went to this space where there was these celestial beings, and they came through the last couple of days, I want to say, and they were just very joyful and peaceful. And it was told to me that there is no comparison between a sense of spiritual well-being versus a sense of material well-being. That even however much money and prestige and, everything you ever asked for, excuse me, on earth was given to you, it's nothing compared to what you get when you're in a place of peace and joy in the spiritual realms. So in terms of places, Venezuela comes up all the time. It came up again. Florida, Billings, Montana, I'm assuming, Iowa, Providence, Rhode Island, Antarctica, Hungary, Istanbul. And then I was told spaceships are abound. So I got a sense there was a lot of spaceships out there in the, um, you know, not only outer space, but maybe inner space. And I asked, how are they plotting? And I was told multiple ways. Bill Gates came through as a player on the B team, so to speak, the team that didn't have our best interest at heart. And then as he came through, a plane flew overhead, which was interesting because I went into the Akash later this morning than I normally do. And I'm actually publishing this post later in the day. I usually do it in the morning, and it's 10 o'clock at night, so later than usual. Um, Fredericksburg, Virginia came up, and then at the end, I saw an eagle and a hawk, and they said, keep going. This will unfold in time. So all the answers to what I'm getting, they told me, will unfold in time. So I'm going to make this brief because it's getting late for me. I do want to add with these Akashic reports some kind of like collage of health tip, because when I started my business, my intention was to offer this collage of different healths, given the 8 spheres of health, the mental, the physical, the financial, the environmental, etc. And I've really been focusing just on the spiritual with the Akash. So I thought what I'd do is just add little tidbits at the end. So today's tidbit is really simple. If you're going to make ginger tea, the way to do it is to grate the ginger. Don't just cut it up. If you grate it, you're going to have more of a ginger taste. So you just, can put it in like a little, you can actually even use a coffee filter if you don't have a tea catcher or a tea bag. You can put your ginger in, let it steep, and then just add some maple syrup at the end. If you're going to add honey, make sure that your tea is cooled to at least 99 degrees or 100 degrees, because if your tea is hot and you have honey, it creates almost like a toxic effect according to Ayurvedic medicine. So that's my tip for the day. Thanks for listening, and hopefully the the tidbits in the future will be a bit longer. Have a good one.